Today's Thinkpool Karaoke comes from a place of reflection. I've got a task at the moment where I need to think about a few questions, and as an application I'm looking to try and express what's happened over the previous year and what I plan to do in the next year. It almost feels like a belated New Year's resolution, but this reflection has actually helped me to understand and see, look, these questions are good questions to ask whether you are filling out an application or if you're just trying to motivate yourself. And so these questions, we'll go over them together, but they do help us to think and reflect and sort of go back on what have we done over the last year. And if we think about the answers and we start writing them down, then we'll actually be more motivated to carry on with our day, to get over the midweek hump, to perhaps get through a difficult point in a project if we're feeling a bit negative and not really wanting to get up in the morning. As you think about the answers to these questions, think about it in the context of your job. Who are you? What's your role? What do you do for work, and what do you do in life? Think about the people around you, community, whether it be the community at work or people that you work with and learn from, and communities of practice. And as you think about the answers to these questions, keep it in that context. Our first question is, why do you want to be or continue to be an ... Now I asked you to frame this in terms of what your role is in the company, what you're doing for your organisation as an IT pro. Think about, why do you want to continue to be an ... Answer that question. It's better than saying, who are you? What are you doing? It's actually getting to the real heart of what's your motivation. Why do you want to continue to be a certain role, a certain thing, to work with IT pros? So yeah, think about that question, and as you answer it and you write it down, this is really going to get to the heart of your motivation and whether you want to continue to grow, whether you're going to be traveling forward and changing things. And next question to consider is, what are the most impactful things that you've done for your community this year? And this could be your community of people around you, people at work, people that you learn from and communicate with. Think about those things that you've done this year and what has been the most impactful. Now as you sit down and think about that, it might be challenging. Maybe you feel like you haven't made an impact, but as you start to think about those things and you start with 1, 2, 3 things and list them, you'll actually see that you had quite a great impact on people around you. If you feel like you haven't, then just start with something small, something immediate. Focus on that, make it a thing to just progress and do and build on, and you'll actually find that you get more opportunities to make an impact with a wider group of people. Make your focus about giving to the community and people around you. That would be my advice, because it's in that giving there you actually end up receiving too, and learning and making that journey working out loud as you share that journey with people. The next question is really around planning to make a significant impact in this year, in the future. Without plans, we really don't have a goal, we don't have somewhere to anchor our efforts and our activities. And if you can keep that goal simple, then you can certainly make an impact. So challenge yourself, list a couple of goals where you do want to make a significant impact in your community, in your organisation and the people around you, and then stick to it. Break it down into small steps, and so you feel like you really are making progress as you cross off each small step. Make sure that you've got those goals, and as you're writing this down, of course, it gives you motivation. Our last question is of, I guess, a wider nature. Now if we think about the work that we are trying to do within our organisations, we might be focused completely on IT pro stuff, fixing stuff, setting things up. Maybe we are involved in some kind of user adoption activities as well. But the question that is asked is, in what ways are you making your community better? Now this is not necessarily that you're fulfilling your role, but how are you answering some of the wider questions and concerns or issues within your community? Think about diversity, think about other areas like this where it's more about making that experience more inclusive and better for people to be part of that community. There's some rich opinions, rich experience, ideas and thoughts that people have to share, and if we're not making it possible for everyone to be included, we're really missing out on some great content, some great ideas that could really change the way that we work for the better. So that's it, 4 simple questions that I've been thinking about as I fill out a form and think about and reflect on the year gone past. A belated New Year's Eve resolution, New Year's Eve reflection, sure. But if you ask these questions of yourself throughout the year, and on the days when you feel like it's hard to go to work, to get stuff done, then maybe it's going to help you motivate. So thanks for watching. If you're really keen on hearing some more content like this, then follow my YouTube channel. You can find me at Daryl as a Service on Twitter, and you'll definitely walk that journey with me. Catch you again.